Hello, everybody. We're going to try this again. Today is Flip It Friday, and this is Beth Myers, Law of Attraction Empowerment Coach. I'm a mentor and a speaker, and we are going to try Flip It Friday a second time again today, like we did last week. I'm not quite sure of the technical difficulties, but I will figure it out for next time. So I'm so glad that we're going to get an opportunity to try this again, and I've decided that it is going to work this time. That the flow is going to be there and the fun is going to be there as well. So I hope you can join me today in the conversation in flipping upside down lyrics of a song that I've picked from, and I have a little thing popping up on my screen here. There we go. We'll try that. I pick a post on Monday. I post a song, and this year I have chosen an empowerment word for each day of the year. And we're going to be taking that word and connecting it to a song that will help us to go a little bit deeper into the lyrics and helping raise our vibration and our awareness around that empowerment word. And doing that in a conversation on Fridays. Flip It Friday at noon on Fridays right here on Arrival Coaching Facebook page. And I hope that you can join me when you're able to live to join in on the conversation. And if not, join the replays and just listen to it. You don't have to watch it. If you want to just listen to it, and hopefully there's some inspiration and information that can be of assistance to you on your journey to thrive, not just survive. And that's really what life is all about: is to have fun, to thrive, and not accept that life has to be hard and life has to be drudgery day after day, day in, day out, and you're just hanging on by that thread. Life is really meant to be fun. So today's song is by Lauren Alaina, and the song is Road Less Traveled. And I've chosen this song with the word decided. I didn't choose the word decision. I didn't choose the word decide, because one of the processes that I take people through in my coaching is a process about I've decided, and using that statement to really help us shift our language, shift our thoughts around decision making. And when we can be really clear and have that clarity with how to allow ourselves to step into that role of being empowered to make our decisions for ourselves, not allowing society to be able to put us in that box. As Lauren talks about in one of the first lines, mirror, mirror, it ain't fair at all. Dress sizes can't define us. Don't let the world decide what's beautiful. And many times there are these expectations that we feel society has, that our workplace has, our family has, that society has for how we are supposed to be in this world. And really, that gets to be our decision when we can step out of that box and strip off that label. You know, we all have things that define us, or that are part of who we are, but they don't have to define us. Our gender, our race, our socioeconomic status, our cultural background, our family position, whether we're the oldest, the middle, the youngest. All of those things can help in our decision making of who we choose to be and how we choose to show up in our own way and being true to ourselves. And part of that is about really taking a look at those labels, that box that society tries to put us in when we look in that mirror. And the road less traveled is really about being able to step out there and ask yourself some questions to be able to get really clear on what it is that you can say, I've decided about. So let's take a step into that. Let's have the courage today together, because Because part of that is having that courage, like we talked about last week, to step out there and bring your light into the world. So one of the things I noticed actually as I was pulling pictures to put in the musical musings, which you can receive by signing up for my musical musings A to Z on my Facebook page or on my website, arrivalcoaching.com, I noticed that some of the pictures and such were not real positive. They had a negative tone to them, which I try very hard to flip things to the positive, because the negativity just doesn't serve my energy nor other people's energy, and I choose to step out of that. So I looked for ones that were more positive and was more about flow and ease and fun with stepping onto that road less traveled, as to opposed to, it's going to be hard. Many of the statements and the quotes were, it's hard to take the road less traveled. And it's all about how you look at it. It's really flipping it upside down and taking a look at it a little bit differently. Just like we look at the, how we look at life in general and a situation and break it down into those moments and catch our thoughts as we're thinking them. So I have a process for you today to consider. And the first question to ask yourself is, what is it that you desire? What is something that you desire to shift in your life, maybe right now? I've stated that I want to shift my exercise, the amount of exercise that I'm doing, to help me lose some weight that I've gained in the last 6 months. So I've decided that I'm going to get up in the mornings and I'm going to get on the exercise bike and do some things on my phone or read something that feeds my soul and my brain as I'm exercising. So I've decided that that's what I'm going to do. What are you going to decide to do? What is it that you desire? So what is it that you want is the first question. The second question is, why do you want that? Why is that important to you? What will you gain from this? For me, it's losing about 15 pounds. For me, it's feeling healthier. It's helping my body be healthier. It's being able to choose healthier foods and vitamins to put in my body, to aid my body in being at its optimum. So what is it why do you want? Why do you want what you want? The third question is, how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel when you have really looked at those first two questions? For me, it's I want to feel energized. I want to feel more healthy. I want to feel confident in my body and that I can push my body. I shouldn't even say push because that's making it hard. That I can have fun with exercise as I try some different things that I haven't tried before. So going through those three questions and answering them and sitting with that really can help bring you to being able to say, I've decided to. What is it that you want to decide to do? The road less traveled is really all about how can you step off a path that you're on and make a choice to shift to another, taking the steps on another path to what you want. And starting with that, I've decided, helps you to be able to get there. Now, I'm not sure why the feed isn't coming up of people joining in on the conversation. Just want to let you know that I'm going to work on the technical things to be able to check out what might be happening with that. I know that watching the replay, you can go through this process for yourself. I encourage you to write it down. When we write things down, it helps us and our brain really take that in and make it, allow it, I'm choosing my words, allowing it to come more to fruition. There are statistics and data out there that prove that when people write things down, it allows for that action to be taken. And my wonderful, wonderful love of my life is helping me out with showing me that yes, the commenting section is working. Just as it did last week, although there's something
a little frustrating
that causes a little frustration there. I get that. I know where that is. It's trying things that are new and stepping out there on that road less traveled. And I invite you to join me in doing that. Each week here on Flip It Fridays, maybe it's joining in on some opportunities that I have that'll be coming up soon, that I'll be sharing more information about that, whether it's listening to some of the Thrive Movement resources on Thursdays. But I really encourage you to see how you can step into being able to say, I've decided, and then fill in that blank with what it is that you decided. Again, I'm Beth Myers, Law of Attraction Empowerment Coach, mentor, and speaker of Arrival Coaching. And I wish you a fantastic Friday, and I wish you a wonder-filled weekend. Have fun, play with some of this information, and I hope to see you next Friday at noon, joining in on the conversation. Love to you all.